Okay, I got it set up. I'm going to start. And the objective of this exercise is to see if we can use this car that came from American models about 15 years ago. And what I want to do is compare it to the standard Flyer baggage car and the tight curve track, because those long things didn't like running around on this curve track. I want to see if we can modify the truck design and layout so that it would work. And what I'm going to use for test model is we can trace this curve out and see what it looks like. Okay, so it's about like that. I don't know that radius, we can worry about that another time. But here's the baggage car. And the thing, okay, there we go. The thing I worry about is how much it intrudes as it comes across, okay? So as you can see, it's intruding not too bad. All right, now, when I put this baby on, it's rolling now, right? There you see the intrusion, and I get one more part. Some switches. Crap. Okay, here's the test. When I have this is a switch now. These are used to make the train turn a corner, okay? So what I'm going to show you, oh yeah, I get one that I can't turn. It's rusted. Oh, I have a lot of old stuff. Oh, crap. All right, I got another one. Arg. Okay, well, it's left. It's a lefty. It's all right. We can do it. We can do it. It just goes like this. Okay. I'm talking over here, Mag. Not to you. I love you. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, now here's the test. As you can see, this guy comes along. Here's the radius we had, roughly. Okay, and here's his intrusion right there. Okay, now when I put this baby on, there you go. That's the rub, literally right there. That's all you got. That much. If you can't see it, I'll tell you, eyeballing it, it's about 6 millimeters between this and this. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, that's how much you got room for, okay? So what I want to do, oh, look at this. Somebody was in here. Somebody modified this. This is a, oh boy, okay. This has been modified a lot. I see why too. I added interior. Oh look, these are on thingies. Okay, let's take them off. That's okay. This will be, if this is used, it'll be used differently anyway. Okay, that's off, that's off. Now, here's that. Got the lights off. Here's this. Now then, get off. What we want to do is see where can I put this and how much is it going to stick out when I do it if I move the wheels in. I don't have holes in this. What I'm going to have to do is just guess, I guess. I'm gonna have to guess. If I pull the wheel here to here, that pulls it back like that. Okay, that was an idea. Okay. All right. So, well, we know this wheel works out. So can we do this wheelbase on this car, and would it look really stupid? That's the challenge. That wheelbase could work. It could be a little bigger if it had to be, but if the pivot points are the same, that's it. That's it. Pivot points. Okay, here we go. The pivot point on the Flyer is 8 inches. The pivot point on the big boy is about 11 inches. That's 3 inches. Holy cow. We can move those in. That's 1.5 inches on either side. Be right back. Okay. I don't know what that was. That's not what we want. All right, so we want the pivot point. I'll put it here, and we're going to say 1.5 inches off the other pivot point. Let's see what that is. That would be, oh, I can do it like this. Just take our time, take a breath. Right there. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so let's do this. There's the sticky point. There's the pivot point. Okay. Hold it up so you can see it. All right, let's do another one. Okay. These aren't going to work because they're going to be upside down. Okay, that's okay. We'll work it out. So they go like, it's got to go like that. Yeah, it goes like that. Okay, something like that. Okay, so if the pivot point, now you got to, all right, turn it this way so you can see it. Okay, so I can see them. So the pivot point, that means that has to be in the center of the track. That has to be in the center of the track. Yeah, there you go. And you can see it right down there. It is. It's just about right there. Now then, this is how much has to come out. It comes out, this corner comes out. So if you had a building too close or a tree or something, this would clip that tree. Just saying, right? Now, if we change that pivot point, let's say we move it in another 1/2 inch. So if we move it 1/2 inch, we move it out a little more, I move it in 1/2 inch, and I'm just eyeballing this thing. The pivot point comes in, oh, it's almost 1/2 inch to 1/2 inch. Wow, okay. All right, so one idea is to take the 1 inch each, pinch it in, and now a different truck too, right? We're gonna have a different truck. We want, I think, because these cars, the design and thought process of these cars are bigger, the idea is going to be handling equipment, a lot of equipment, a lot of strange gear that we're going to have to fiddle with. These trucks, well, they're pretty long. I should have some representations here somewhere. Over this way, maybe? Yeah, here we go. What's in here? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Here's my bag of tricks. This is, here's a really nice heavy-duty 3-wheeler, you see. So that's not bad. You know, that could go there. It could maybe go there. If you'd nailed it exactly, you might have to trim it a little bit. But that could be the side frame of the truck, and that would be in the center. So if that's in the center, that's the center wheel. Let's get another one. Oh, not that one. Here we go. Here's another one. Now, what did we say the center wheel was going to be? We didn't say. We said 1 inch on either side, or this thing. When you lock it in, it's locked in. Okay, so this is now 9. So you want to go to 9. Okay, so that's 9. So this would be 9. Right there would be, right there would be the center. And it would stick out. Something like that. That would be just, I can mark it where I saw it. About here. It's about 1/3 more of that distance, okay? Which is about what you think. If we went from 3 to 2, that's 1/3, so maybe that's reasonable. So what all that breaks down to is whatever this width, this length, the overall length to fit in that car has to be 15 1/4. The end to end, okay? Now the pivot point, even now, is 2 inches in. And we want to bring it in another inch. So we want to bring it 3 inches from the end, not to scale, obviously. 3 inches to the end. And then this thing is 2.5 inches. That's pretty wide. And it's going to have three wheels, and the wheels are 2 inches. And that would mean, you know, 1 inch, of course. 1 inch here, 1 inch there, 2 inches overall, and a 2.5 inch. So you got 1/4 inch of plastic. Yeah, that's about right. 1/4 inch of plastic. So the wheel will be this, 2 inches, and 1/4 inch here and here. So that gives you the 2.5 overall on the truck. Center point is here. Pivots on here. This will be in the center of the track when it's turning, like that, or however it's turning. Yeah, that's right. So when it's turning, it's going to protrude from the center line, let's say, 1.5 inches. It'll go from 1.5 inches to 2 inches coming in. Now let's look at this, 2 inches from the inner. Oh, it doesn't mean that. It can't mean 2 inches from that. No. Yeah, it's 2 inches from the center here. Is that right? Is that how that works? Ooh, let's say pivot on the back wheel. Just the back wheel is on center. Ooh. That's not right. Can't be 2 inches from the center. I've kicked it. Now I don't know what it was. It doesn't matter. The thing we have to do is make one. That's what we're going to have to do. We have to make one. Okay, let's get the width. .46. Right? It's not 43. Here. Width, Dodo. All right. Yeah, 43.6. That's the width. And the length is 15 and a half. I don't know what that is. We'll have to do that somewhere else. I don't have, or do I? No, I don't have 15 inches here. I know what 5 inches are. 5 inches 127. That can't be right. Yeah, 127. That's 5, 5, 5. 1, carry 2. Nope. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3. 381, 382. Overall length. Millimeter? Where are you going to print this? It might print in the diagonal. I have a 300 by 300. And if I print it in the diagonal, it just might fit. It might not. I may have to do something creative. Oh, crap. I don't want to do 2 pieces. I hate that. I can't do it vertical. I mean, I have 400 vertical, but I don't think that would stand. Do it on its edge. Corner to corner. Yes. On its edge, quarter to corner. So do this, do it this way, but do it on its edge. It'll fit. That's it. And then if you need, that should print. Okay, so I'm going to do a 43 by 382 on its edge as a test chassis part only. Then we can drill holes. I'll put a few holes in it and we can go from that. Okay, that's the plan. That's what I've learned, and that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to close this and send it to Wilfer.